I'm about to tell you the secret to lasting longer in the bedroom. Ready for this? And I ain't thinking about baseball. It's not counting sheep. The way to last longer in bed is to get a woman with a really loose vagina. See, because when it's really loose, you could be there all day. No problems. That's it. That's the end of the video. You're welcome. Feel free to pay me any amount of money you want. I mean, I deserve a lot for this piece of advice. All right, jokes aside, I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna give a real good tip that works for me. Other than what I just said, it's really genius. You should like it. Breathing, just controlling your breathing. Controlling your breathing is a big one because it's like, all right, if you put your focus on breathing at times, it kind of controls your body. When breathing gets kind of shallow, like it's like your body's like, I'm not. Like that's basically what's happening. So you don't really necessarily want to keep your breath shallow. You just want to be able to keep your breaths nice and just nice and deep because it'll calm your body down even when something's crazy happening. Another thing that's happening is I wouldn't necessarily say you should make yourself unconscious of the moment, as in like taking your brain or mind somewhere else. I think it's actually good to become twice as into it, where just put less of the mental focus on your penis. Like your penis might feel really good, so you're like, wow, my penis feels really good right now. It's kind of hard not to nut right now, but you gotta try. You gotta try to like focus on the other sensations as you're breathing too. Like, wow, my skin feels really good, or like I feel my body getting more relaxed, or feeling her hands against my hands, or the tips of her fingers against the tips of my fingers, or the way her pelvis feels against my pelvis, or how smooth it is. When you start to think of everything as a whole, you'll kind of relax more. And that goes for girls too. Like there'd be situations where girls, she's so focused on trying to come from her vagina or the pleasure from her vagina, it actually makes the orgasm harder because she's like tensing up instead of loosening, like deepening her breath and focusing on all aspects of herself that feel good. Then everything will naturally build up to the point where she can come to an orgasm. And for you, it'll just keep you in a more relaxed state where you can actually have sex with a girl without being so physically tense, because obviously the breathing takes care of the physical side, but it also lends into the mental side and vice versa. They both lend into each other. And when you can mentally kind of relax, keep your breathing right, and be present in the moment in all aspects that feel good to you, it's gonna help. And also just it might take a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit of discipline. It's a little bit of discipline. Cause there's be times where you could be like, man, I'm disciplined, but she's really bad. Like there's some chicks that are very attractive, and in the bedroom it's very hard. You gotta like, you can't be like half you stepping with a really bad chick. You kind of almost at times have to go all the way into it, all the way into like a fucking tantric sex mental mode, just to make love with your whole body as opposed to just your dick. Because if you just concentrate on your dick, it's just too easy to nut, man. It's just too easy. It's too easy. You gotta make it a whole body experience. I know that sounds boring and it's a lot of work and they don't do nothing for that, and you're so deserving of setting the mood. But I mean, hey, what you gonna do? You gonna nut in 2 minutes? You gonna tell her fucking friends that you nut in 2 minutes? I mean, shit, maybe it's the best 2 minutes of her life, but shit, I'm just saying. She knows the title of the video. So yeah, you can go with the first piece of advice, or you can go for the second piece of advice. That's pretty much it. So, I'll see you in the next episode.